Hi all of you, I am Shabbir Ahmed Bashir, and I will be the main teacher instructor for Geography Optional at Edukemy. So maybe some of you know me as a teacher at Edukemy. For others, I may be interacting with you for the first time. So welcome all of you. In this video, which is a short one, I am trying to introduce the geography course for the benefit of your preparation. Starting August 6th, we are launching two programs. August 6th, 2020, this year, we are launching two courses. One is the foundation course for Geography Optional, and the other is the integrated course for Geography Optional. And remember, both the courses are for Geography Optional. It is not for Geography GS. For optional, the foundation course is essentially a 5.5 months program. It will require approximately about 20 to 22 weeks program, where we cover the syllabus of your geography for the UPSC IES examination. And the course which is integrated, this comes with some additional features. Foundation course will be approximately 5 to 6 days a week, whereas the course which is integrated, this includes the foundation course plus certain additional components. The additional components include the enrichment package. It includes enrichment package, which is study of advanced topics. It includes study of current affair based coverage plus answer writing, plus tests, full comprehensive tests. Whereas the foundation course, in this course we will cover your syllabus, We will initiate you into answer writing, but answer writing is not the focus here. Answer writing is not extensive and not as thorough, because the time required for syllabus completion itself is lot of efforts. Whereas in the course which is integrated, I will cover the foundation. All of this is also here, plus we are doing lot of additional things. Enrichment includes taking care of advanced topics, taking care of current affair based analysis, teaching you answer writing a bit more thoroughly. We'll have also lot of tests. Plus, in this, we will support you with lot of additional material, such as you will be given model answers. You will be given summary charts, which in this program, we do not have as many of them. Now, as an option, what students generally do is, they start foundation and then later on they take up the enrichment program. So that's also an option for you. But I would suggest, if you can and you are planning to do this properly, you can join the program which is integrated. This additional component, now see, the foundation program requires 5 to 6 days a week. So this will be 5 to 6 days a week, whereas the additional component of integrated one, this will be approximately 2 to 3 classes a week. The additional component will be about 2 to 3 classes a week. It all depends. And this will be stressed over a time of 2 to 4 months. It all depends on how we can pace it. Ideally, this should require about 3 months, but the classes are not every day. The classes, I repeat, will be 2 to 3 classes a week, and it can span over a time which includes time before your prelims and some time after the prelims also. Before the mains, we can help you with some bit of additional components so that you are ready for the exam proper in 2021. So this program we are launching in 2020, but it is for 2021 mains. This is not for this year, this is for next year. So this is the program that we are launching. Now quickly I want to update you on some aspects of the preparation. All those who have joined the course and all those who are interested to join, okay, you can benefit by this short video. By the way, the course is already announced. The course is already announced in our website. Please do look up edukemy.com. Do look up edukemy.com. Okay. In this website, the course has been announced. We also come up with a couple of advertisements also on this. You can have a look and let us know if you are interested. Now about the syllabus itself, geography syllabus includes two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is more about general principles. It's more about general principles, and it also includes world geography. World geography, whereas paper 2 is entirely Indian geography. Indian geography, and this Indian geography component is a very, very important part of your GS paper also. Your GS paper, paper 1, there are some topics related to governance also, topics related to environment, topics related to governance, topics related to social problems are also covered through geography. Geography includes discussions on language, tribal problems, issues of agriculture, issues related to urban problems, environmental issues, forest management. Geography also includes infrastructure development, trade and commerce. So by the time you have finished off paper 2 thoroughly, even your GS papers will be taken care fairly in good detail. One advantage of geography is there is a very good overlap with topics of economy in your GS, because economy ultimately is what? Agriculture, industries, infrastructure, development challenges, problems of disparities, problems related to investments of hill area development, drought development, flood area development programs, and geography includes all of this. We have agriculture geography, we have urbanization settlement geography, we have geography related to trade and commerce, geopolitical aspects of geography. So paper 2 has a very good overlap with GS papers, and not just the geography part of the GS, but also the other aspects which are related to environment, society and economy. So this is how the syllabus. So paper 1 is 250 marks and paper 2 also is 250 marks. One additional thing about paper 2 is the map portions. Maps, India maps. Now India maps we will cover in the class. Okay. In fact, this video should give you a good idea about how I will be teaching. We have a proper digital board. I'll stand up and teach. Plus there are other tools also I use. So using all of these tools, I will be covering your map portions also. Plus there are about 30 plus recorded videos on maps which I'll share with you, where step by step how the maps can be pointed out, how the locations can be marked, all of that will be taken care under our program which is foundation and also course which is integrated. So this is the syllabus that we have. We will share the syllabus copy. I'll put it up for your use also. Those who take admissions will get a copy of the syllabus. It's not a big deal there. Okay. So this is the syllabus coverage. Now, some of you are curious about what are the books that you can read, what are the books that you need to have. Now, let me clarify one thing here. In UPSC and in your civil services preparation, the preparation requires lot of in-depth understanding, lot of appreciation of the issues and the concepts, which is not possible if you are reading and studying solely from notes, solely from printed material given by institutes, and that includes me. Yes, as a part of the support program, I will give you lot of material also. We'll give you handwritten notes, we'll give you compiled content, we'll give you some printed matter, वो सब मिलेगा आपको. But the fact is, you have to read books. This is not something lot of teachers tell you. Okay, but my call always is you have to do the basics. You have to cover the advanced portions. You have to update from current affairs based sources, and all of this will require that you will need to refer to books. You will need to refer to magazines. You might have to look up the internet also for updation. So if I make a claim that whatever you require, my classes will be enough, I will be not telling you the truth. The classes are important, they help you give direction, we explain things to you. But you will also have to have supplemental sources so that you can read, understand, and make notes from those sources. So books are absolutely important. Okay, I do not know how I can re-emphasize this point. Anybody suggesting that you do not need to open books, I don't think that is the right approach. Books are important. So also magazines. Like we'll talk about magazines like Yojana magazine, Kurukshetra magazine are very, very important. One magazine that we have solely for geography, which also has relevance otherwise, is a magazine called as Geography and You. In some of these magazines, lot of current issues are covered. And of course, lot of geography development, okay, lot of geographical news is in the internet and also on the newspapers. But don't bother about internet and newspapers right now. For now, procure the books that we need and make sure you have you have access to some good magazines also. So this is the list that I'm sharing with you. The books that you need. The books that you need. You need human geography. You need human geography textbook by Majid Hussain. In fact, August 6th class, when we start off the new batch, I'm starting with population geography. So this is a must book for population geography. Human geography by Majid Hussain. You need, okay, geomorphology. You need climatology, oceanography, environment geography. These are 4 separate textbooks and all of them by Savindra Singh. All of them by Savindra Singh. By all the 4 textbooks. There is one more textbook which is in the market called as Physical Geography by Savindra Singh. Now that's a book I will not recommend. आप यही 4 किताब लेना अलग अलग से, because these have some additional portions like in geomorphology, topics of applied geomorphology, topics of slope development, topics related to channel morphology, topics related to lot of landforms and their development process, the concept of cycles, for example, morphometrical studies, all of those are not in the physical geography of Savindra Singh. There's a separate book called as Physical Geography by Savindra Singh. Now this book I will not recommend. Apart from this, you need to buy. So this is the first book you must buy, the second book, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth book we require book for Indian geography. Indian geography, I would recommend the book by Khuller, K-H-U-L-L-A-R, Khuller, D.R. Khuller's textbook. There is also a book by Majid Hussain on this, but that's your choice. My personal choice is Khuller. I've been reading it. I understand they're updating it very well. A pretty comprehensive one. But those of you who want to read some other book, that's entirely your choice. But for these topics, these books are the ones I recommend. Some of them do ask me about the book by Stroller and Stroller for physical geography, but I would not recommend that. Go by these books. And the seventh book, I'm not rubbing these details here, so I'm adding the seventh book here. Seventh book here. There is a book called as Models and Theories. Models and Theories. You can buy, this is by Majid Hussain. By Majid Hussain. Then there is an eighth book for geographical thought. Okay, Evolution of Geographical Thought. Evolution of Geographical Thought. This book by Dixit. And another book, again Geographical Thought, by Sudipto Adhikari. You will get a complete list from me on your mail. Okay, I think with these 9 books, you can start off geography. Couple of additions later on we can manage. But for the classes in the month of August and September, the book that I need is Human Geography by Majid Hussain. This is a must. Now these are what I call as reference books. Now very important point here is that these books are not to be read thoroughly, every chapter, every page, not required. These books are for references. And as a part of my study method or teaching method, what I do is, while I teach, I expect you to open the textbook and do underlining and notes making in the textbook itself. So you'll have to attend the class with your books alongside. For example, I'm teaching a concept called global migration. I'll explain what migration is. I will tell you the types of migration. Then I'll discuss the theories of migration. And then I'll tell you, open up Majid Hussain textbook and look up the page number 71 or 135 or 215. Look at the second paragraph and do underline the portions I am mentioning. Back after the class gets over, those topics have to be written down as a part of your notes again. So the reference books are very, very important. If you start studying with me, you will realize I continuously refer to textbooks, okay, for your updation. So yes, it does take some bit of time, but without that, there's no way you can move ahead and do justice to the topics that we need to cover. So these are the 9 books for reference purpose. Now apart from this, we also require some basic readings. The basic readings is not something I will force you to read, but I expect that those are the topics you should cover on your own. Those are topics, if you are able to finish off in a span of maybe 20-30 days, it will help you understand geography better. So some of the basic books, one is the NCERT textbooks. NCERT textbooks, in the old edition, I would suggest buy from class 6th to class 10th, and new edition, you may buy the books of class 11th and class 12th. The old edition, these 6th to 10th class, these have what we call as regional geography of the world. Whereas class 11th and 12th, this is general principles, more of paper 1 type, and class 12th has more of Indian geography. There are two books, total 4 books, 11th and 12th. plus some additional portions also they have added. So NCERT books is like basic reads. This is not something I will tell you to read, but I expect you should read thoroughly. The second set of reference book, this is something all GS students also have, is the class 10th textbook of ICSE syllabus. Certificate, the book's name is Certificate Course in Geography, and this is a book by Go Cheng Leong. It is a very, very popular book for GS. These both books you will require for GS geography also, and it's almost like they are indispensable. I assume most of you will do GS on your own or whatever you have joined. In the near future, even Edukemy intends to launch some of these, but for now you are doing it on your own. NCERT textbook by both old edition 6th to 10th, more of world geography, and NCERT new edition 11th and 12th that takes care of Indian geography and some principles of general geography. Apart from these basic books, you can also have the choice of buying Made Simple series, Geography Made Simple. This is by Rupa Publication, and there are two volumes, volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 1 is physical geography and volume 2 is the human geography, and I'll recommend please do buy this book also. It's a nice reference for some topics in optional study. This also will help you how to cover. So you have the list of 9 textbooks which are reference textbooks, and you have the reference of the basic textbooks also. Apart from this, you need to have atlas. Geography is all about using maps, diagrams, understanding the global patterns. Geography includes you able to draw maps. In fact, map work is compulsory part of your paper 2. So you need to have some atlases. You need to have atlas. I will recommend at least you can go for 2 atlases, any 2 of the following. Any 2. So you have Oxford Atlas, you have Orient Black Swan Atlas, and you also have TTK School Atlas. Go for any 2. In recent times, there was one more atlas by Study Today publication. So this is more about Indian geography or Indian maps. So of these 4, go for any 2, though I would prefer that you have Orient Black Swan for sure. And recent times Oxford has redone its atlas, so very well nice depicted. You can go for Oxford Atlas. TTK Atlas is a very traditional one. Many of them have followed over the years. Go for that, or you can also go for the Study Today publication. But this one is more about Indian maps, not about the world map. Not as many of them. These are your atlases. For magazines, you need not go for magazines just about now. You can wait for this. Most of the magazine references you need for paper 2 and for current affairs based writing. So that's some time away. Okay, but magazines, one is you can follow Yojana. Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is an important magazine for rural development, agriculture issues. Okay, and another magazine which is becoming popular in recent years is a magazine called as Geography and You. So this is a lot of environment, current development, hazard discussions. You can take up some case studies from these magazines. So this is the list of readings that you need to have in place for the classes. And this is how I teach more or less. We have our writing board here, the digital board here. I write. I can take your comments on the screen when you log in, okay, on the sessions, and I'll keep answering and discussing your doubts also. Now, what is the method that I use for teaching? Let me quickly brief you on that. What method we use for teaching? Okay, so my sessions are all based on helping you make your notes we will take your doubts live. Okay, while I teach, you're allowed to ask me your questions and I can take up questions on selective basis, what I think is more important. You can ask me your doubts. These are all live classes. These are not recorded sessions. You will also be supported by, okay, recorded sessions. You will be supported by notes. You will get some, okay, not too many of them. You will get some model answers. Okay, we will recommend what are the articles you can read from the newspapers. Okay, so notes writing is important. Whatever I teach, I'll give you time to make your notes. I will dictate and you will write down the notes. I will give you some points. Some of the notes will be based on while I speak, others I will dictate. And of course, I do take your doubts also for clarification. And in this method, I assume you do not know geography. Many of the students in geography classes are from science background, from engineering background. So that's an assumption I will make, that you all are starting from scratch. So the discussions will include whatever you need for basics. So I'll ensure that I am answering your questions, all those related to topics you may not have covered earlier. I'm not saying that this will be enough for your GS, because GS approach is a bit different. But whatever basics you need will be taken care of. So point here is, I'm trying to comfort you. Those of you who do not have geography background, you need not be too concerned. Those of you who do not come from geography graduation or post-graduation, you don't have to be discomforted here. I will ensure that whatever you need to understand the classes will be taken care of. And this is exactly how I teach. Okay, so this video is partly for that too, that you start appreciating the way I will converse and I will teach you in the actual sessions. Apart from this, talking about geography as an optional, now, a lot of people have lot of misgivings about optionals. Some find, okay, topics like philosophy is too abstract. Some find sociology require lot of writing. Something public administration is too dry. Something economy is too technical. So every subject there are some preconceived notions. And one of the notions about geography is that it is vast, that it has lot of syllabus. Now the fact is, geography does have 10-15% more content than most optionals. In fact, if you look at the coverage of two optionals, geography and political science, they are on the higher side, because they are very much related to lot of current affairs based reading. Whatever happens around you becomes a part of geography studies. That's the reason why geography tends to have a higher amount, 10-15% of more amount of efforts required compared to other optionals. But my assurance is that this current affair content was anyways important for you. If you don't cover that in geography, you will end up covering that as a part of GS ultimately. So this coverage, which is additional, that is part of your advantage in studying your GS also. And in the division of the time, okay, in division of time, these 4 topics are like fundamental, okay, basis. The 4 units that are the basis of all geography. ये 4 units क्या हैं? Number 1 is geomorphology. Now geomorphology as a unit takes disproportionately more time. Approximately this will take 1 month to cover. I mean, if you have a course which is across 5 months, straight away 20% of time is taken by geomorphology. But without geomorphology, you cannot do oceanography, you cannot do topics of Indian geography, you can't understand disasters, you can't understand minerals either. So it's a very, very important topic, geomorphology, about the landforms, the features that we have. A second very important basic topic is climatology. Without climatology, you don't understand wind patterns, rainfall, vegetation, and the relationship to again disasters, applied aspects, climate change, global warming. तो ये तो वैसे भी आपको पढ़ना ही है as a part of GS. We'll do that thoroughly here. The third very important basic topic is environment. In fact, if you ask me to summarize what is the essence of geography, I would say essence of geography is about studying man in the environment that he lives. So environment. And the fourth very basic topic for geography is India physical. India physical. Where you understand the physiographic diversity of India, you understand the climate of India, the monsoons of India, the soils of India. So this topic, this is unit number 1 in paper 1. This is unit 2 in paper 2. This environment topic includes unit 3 and also unit 4 in paper 1. And Indian physical, this is part of unit 1 of paper 2. So these 4 topics are in many ways the fundamental pillars. And to this, there's one more unit which is the geographical thought. This is a bit different in nature. Geographical thought, it is about the discourses, the developments that give us geography as a discipline. Geographical thought is about how did geography as a subject evolve, what were the debates, what were the methods. So by nature, this geographical thought is rather abstract. And every year, this is becoming important. Of course, in 2019, we didn't have too many questions from geographical thought. Otherwise, this is one topic UPSC has gone after, a very important topic, a very critical topic, but no, not everybody is comfortable doing it. But I can assure you, we'll have a good coverage from all of these 5 units. So that's briefing you about geography as a subject. What all will we cover, what method of teaching will we have, what books will we be referring, and what is the technique of how you can update geography along with current affairs and magazines. So please feel free to ask us whatever doubts you have or clarifications you want to have about the course. We're starting the course in month of August. August 6th is when we're starting off. Of course, it will not be as fast-paced initially, but then we'll pick up speed. And I intend to wind up the course somewhere around month of December or January. Okay, that's August, September, October, November, December, and maybe I can go towards a couple of weeks of January also, if all goes fine. And let me tell this to you, this course is entirely online. This course is entirely online. Okay, I will focus on this technique. When we start offline, okay, then you can have an option of shifting. But as of now, we are planning and we are discussing how we will move forward in the online medium. You all will have access to certain apps also. You'll download the app, the resource will be there. We will have interactive engagement through the Telegram channels also. There will be closed group where all of you can put up your doubts and we'll try to answer whatever we can. But it's more for the peer learning. That's something I want to encourage in our study is how can you study as a part of a group or peer learning. So please feel free to talk to us, discuss whatever doubts you have, and do join us if you are convinced about me and the course, and spread the word around if you think we can do a good work. So welcome to Edukemy, welcome to Geography Optional at Edukemy. Thank you so much. See you on August the 6th.